called The Gatherers. And towards the end of the painting, especially in the light, because I'm working outside, I'm looking at, I want this painting to be particularly smooth and vacant of most brush strokes, so I'm using a very large brush. Now in the sun, I could see that I had some really thick paint there, because I had to unfortunately go over the skin tone a couple times. So I learned a really cool trick, and that is to use alcohol on a paper towel. I'll show you how that works. And you really want to spray it not too generously, because you don't want it to drip in places. What this does is it will dissolve the thicker paint. So I'm really careful to blot that way and let it sit there. And there was just a few spots that bothered me, so right now I'm just going to blot it out a little bit, let the alcohol sit there for a minute. And you can see that it is coming up. And I could also use, as long as I clean it, I could use my palette knife, clean it off a bit, wipe it with a towel, make sure it's totally clean and sharp. It's a new palette knife. And wait a few minutes, and I think it's starting to loosen up a little. And I could actually see it scraping, I don't know if you could see it, but it will scrape the thicker paint off of this. Yes, I'm going to have to repaint parts of it, but I already have my flesh tones mixed up in 2 little jars, and I'll show you that in just a minute. I think I could feel with my finger that it's coming off how I want it. Maybe a few more swipes with the alcohol, and I'll be ready to repaint it. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, I like working out in the sun because you get a really nice view of the brush strokes. And some paintings I really want the brush strokes to show. But on this one, because I wanted to keep it very clean and simple, I am purposely not wanting them to show. So I'm cleaning up that area right now, feeling it. It's pretty smooth. And I'm going to go over it with my pre-mixed acrylic paint. Go in a few different directions with it. So this is just called fixing your mistakes, or editing towards the end of your painting. It takes a little work, as you can see. You could also use sandpaper, which really works nice, a really fine sandpaper, but I didn't have any. So I'm just going to keep doing the alcohol until I'm ready to get the flesh tones, which I'll talk about in the next video. Cut.